Welcome to the show that is interrupting my marathon of The Circle Season 2. It's The Price is Steven. America's favorite game show by Stephen Koo, about Stephen Koo. Wow. That's the applause sound we use? It sounds like a soft ocean dying. All right. First up, we've got a lot of very special guests today. I'm very excited to share them. The first one is someone who I've had like maybe 2 delightful conversations at max with, the mother of the winner of episode 1. Please welcome Laurie. Laurie, hi. Welcome to the show.
I'm very happy to be here.
Now, how many conversations would you say we've had? And what would you say has been your general impression?
The last 3, I complimented your new hairdo.
Right?
So,
yes.
It wasn't new the previous 2, the last 2 times. But we definitely talked about your hair, and you were at the wedding, so we probably talked about the cake.
Actually, at the wedding, we talked about my hair again, and you seemed like you had drank quite a bit when you said that.
I had, it's true.
All right.
We ordered way too much booze, and someone had to drink it. So
that's so responsible of you. I really appreciate that. You know. As someone who doesn't want to like frivolously spend, you know, I just recognize that, and I recognize that light within you. So thank you.
Being frugal in a certain way, yeah.
Yes, in extravagant ways. That's what I'm all about. All right, coming up next, I can't read my own handwriting, but I think he recently retired and now newly found Yu-Gi-Oh! Player, formerly wanted to be a teacher. Now he wants to be a full-on Yu-Gi-Oh player. Please give it up for Jesse. Jesse, hi, welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks for having me, Steven.
You want to explain that comment to anybody who has no context?
No, I don't think so. I mean, if you know the state of public education, you know that there's probably more money in Yu-Gi-Oh anyways. So, yeah.
That's very true.
I'm taking my talents elsewhere.
One of my friends just went from actual paid game designer and like online poker player on the side to actual online poker player and just game designing for fun now and switch their hobbies and jobs. So, yeah. But also you are our first guest to ever come back to the show. So, you know, welcome back. Welcome. This is like a redemption round because you haven't won yet.
Right.
And you're the first person to get another shot at winning the grand prize today, which is going to be a special Stephen Koo related prize. But first, let's introduce our final guest. Let's see. He is the first, he owns the store that gave me my first legal job. Please welcome Erik.
Hello. I did not know that about you, Steven.
Yeah.
I did not know that you were a criminal before you came to the store.
It wasn't well, what is crime, really, when you think about it? That's such a loose term with so open to interpretation.
This is true.
I mean,
yeah. So I'm currently the managing owner. I took over from my folks about 7 or 8 years ago now, and it's been a ride.
Yeah, I love following your updates as you run the coolest game store in the Bay Area. I like but yeah, I saw some questions about legal job in the chat. I guess if you want to know my criminal record before working for Games of Berkeley, my illegal jobs were just one illegal job, assistant pet photographer. I was I had someone's mom was becoming like one of those people who takes photos of your pets like with a really nice camera, and I was the person who would try to get the animals to like look at me. Like when the animal stares off majestically into the distance, it's because I'm doing something really dumb off screen. So I worked with a lot of animals, and I was paid under the table, no taxes reported, at the age of like 16 on that $25 job. That's right, $25 per animal session. So, you know.
Man. Wow.
Yeah, so I brought all those skills to Games of Berkeley. You know, I was really good at catching the attention of wild animals outside of the store.
I was figured when I just stopped by and saw you kind of making goofy faces out the window.
Yeah, that's how you get a horse's attention. I'm very good at that. If you ever want to get a horse's attention, this is the guy.
I thought you just used an apple.
I mean, if you don't have an apple, you have to imply to the horse and convey that you might have an apple. So you got to have those kinds of skills.
That's if you've got apple money. Otherwise, you could just get Steven.
That's true. Yeah, like if you can't afford an apple, you got the next best thing. Guy who can pretend he has an apple. So...
Yeah, but if you don't have an apple, the horse will always provide one for you.
That's true. We only need you only need the horse to believe it for one shot, and then you just move on. Get another horse, I say. All right, so this is how the game works. During this show, I'm going to show you a bunch of different random things that may or may not be in my apartment. There may be things I covet, or there may be things I already own. And you get to feel free to ask me questions during the show. The prices will not include shipping or taxes, because that involves math, and I'm bad at that. Before we get started, everyone gets to ask me one question about me. And let's see, I think, Laurie, you're up first.
Yes. So what I would like to know, because I have one, I'm assuming you have one, which is a favorite line from a movie or TV show that you wish you would be in the right situation to use.
Ooh, that's a great question. I love it. Love that question. I don't think this one is the best answer, but off the top of my head, my first thought when you say that is in the hit movie Doom, starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. At one point, when they reach the moon base, there's all these scientists who have been killed, and someone says, "I don't understand. These were the smartest people on our planet." And Carl Urban says, "If they're so smart, how come they're so dead?" I just want to say that at some point. So I'm waiting for the opportunity to come up. It'll come up, I'm sure. All right. Let's see. I think Jesse, you're next. Jesse, one question.
Okay, I'm gonna try and pull some information that's relevant to the show.
Wow, way to take swings at Laurie off the bat.
No. I just want to look. I'm just trying to set a base for all of us. Are you familiar with the film? Are you familiar? Boy, it's hard to hear the sound effects. Are you familiar with the film Brewster's Millions?
No.
Okay, he gets $1 million and he has to spend it, but he's not allowed to own any assets or donate it. In this situation, what do you spend the $1 million on?
How much time do I have?
I think he has a week in the movie.
Oh, okay.
So let's say that.
I was gonna say everyone I know gets a Star Wars like custom made Mandalorian armor set. That's got to get me somewhere near the end. Like that's got to get me like 75% of the way there. And then because I would actually be afraid that I wouldn't have enough money for the rest of my plan, it would be a cheeseburger fight. We buy cheeseburgers from McDonald's and we fight like a snowball fight.
Perfect. Thank you.
So, cheeseburger fight with Mandalorian armor on. I think that gets me to $1 million. If it doesn't, someone in the chat do the math. Show me I'm wrong. All right, Erik, you're up next. One question.
You can answer this truthfully, or you can answer it non-truthfully.
Gonna go truthful.
What is your favorite 5-finger discount ever?
Oh God, let's see. I think I don't have like a favorite because there's nothing I'm proud of stealing, unless you count like online piracy of like, I guess, Dreamcast games, which Sega wrote me a letter and said, "Stop doing that, please." And I was like, the Dreamcast has been gone for 8 years. Why do you still have lawyers doing this? So I thought that was odd. Yeah. So that was a very weird swing. It just told me that Sega wasn't in a good place and they needed whatever wins they could get. Okay, moving on. Let's move on to our first question. And our first category is going to be Stephen Koo's Gallery of Stupid Toys. We got a new graphic from, thanks to Evan from last week. And you know what? I actually have this toy right here. Let me go grab it real quick. Now, some of you may be familiar with a franchise called the Transformers. The Transformers are these robots. So the Transformers are these robots who can transform. And they have an entire cartoon series, movies. They have a toy line, more importantly, that they try to sell of these toys that can transform. After you do a couple of steps, they change into a thing. And I like to collect Transformers. I like to collect particularly dumb Transformers. I like to collect ones that change into things that are particularly dumb. This is a 2-pack that's a Target exclusive of Buzzworthy Bumblebee is what it's called. It's Bumblebee and Spike Witwicky. And what you can see here is that you've got the Bumblebee toy and Spike on the left side there. Now, here's the thing that makes this toy so dumb. Spike is a one-step transformer. He transforms from robot standing up to robot lying down. One step and you've transformed him. You just lay him down and he's transformed. So, my question for you is for this 2-pack that features a 11-step transforming car and a 1-step transforming lying down robot. How much do you think I paid for it? Closest without going over. And Laurie, you're up first.
Okay. Well, this is difficult because you're not going to tell me the circumstances under which you bought it, right? Like
I can tell you. You can ask.
You were at a convention or a store.
This is a Target exclusive. I saw it on Target, and I was like, "Gotta have it."
Okay. And what was your mental state at that time?
I think you're trying to ask if I was sober.
Yeah. I was being delicate.
Not for this one. Not for this one, no.
Not sober. Okay.
Not sober. I am very much regretting having this one as I stare at it.
Well, and it doesn't include shipping. You've made that clear.
Yep. No shipping, no taxes.
I'm going to say that you spent $9.
$9 is your guess. All right. All right. Jesse, you're up next. Tell us what you're thinking.
Okay. And the chat asked this as well, but does Bumblebee do anything? Does he shoot like a missile? Does he have a voice box? Does he do anything other than transform?
No, he comes with a gun. He's holding a gun that I guess he comes with a gun that does not attach to his car. So he can change into a car with a gun lying down next to it.
Incredible.
You know, perfect disguise. Nothing to see there, just a car and a space gun.
Incredible. Okay, I'm gonna say $13.99.
$13.99. All right. And Erik, tell us what you're thinking here.
Okay, so my question is, did you pay cash or credit?
Oh, I paid card.
Okay.
No one pays cash anymore for many reasons.
Well, I mean,
it's hard to stuff into your computer when you're ordering things online. I've been trying.
I like the idea that you thought that I drunkenly ran into Target.
Well,
cash.
I mean, you know, my next question was going to be, how much was in your pockets when you walked in the store, and how much was in your pockets when you walked out?
So it'd be the same, but with this crammed into my pocket, like a drunken maniac as I went into Target. Like, I gotta buy some.
Target exclusive. I don't see any like markings of red tag labels torn off or anything. So I'm gonna say it was something dumb like $18.99.
Okay. And let's see what the answer is. Our answer is $14.99, which means Jesse, you got closest without going over.
Right.
And the worst part is, like, I don't care about Bumblebee. Not my favorite Transformer. I just said I gotta buy that one-step Transformer that just lies down. And I guess that was worth $15 for me. All right. Moving on, we are coming on to a Stephen Koo original.
Oh.
So sometimes these are about things that I didn't necessarily just drunkenly buy. These are things that I crafted together with my own two hands or paid someone with better skills than me to craft. So you might be looking at this background and thinking, that's a neat mural, Stephen. Thank you, because it's hanging on my wall right now. It is a custom printed canvas print of my face, I believe by my count, 30-something times. I Googled top 10 most famous paintings of all time, photoshopped them all together, photoshopped my face onto every instance that I could, and then I took a different picture for every face. So that's also a fun fact about that piece.
Wow.
But this one is a price pick. So we are guessing, did I pay $31.50 or $51.30 for this? And Erik, you get to go first.
So did you buy this on a legitimate website or did you buy it on a Wish-like website?
That's a great question. I bought it from what's that? What was that name of that like fad on the internet of like coupon deals, like Groupon? Groupon. There it is. It was a Groupon deal.
All right. Well, I know that Groupon trades on exposure bucks, so I'm gonna guess it is the lower price, $31.50.
Okay, Jesse, tell us what you're thinking.
Well, I just think that part of it needs to be the time that you took to take all of these pictures and Photoshop this, in which case I feel like it's in the hundreds.
That is very sweet of you to think that my time is worth any dollar amount.
God damn it. I like Erik's Groupon thought, although I do think that these like canvas things, my mom loves these. We have a ton of family photos hanging around the house with these on it.
And oh my God, you have to share that.
They are? Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll put that in the Discord. Join the Discord, and you'll see those. I'm going to go with the higher one, $51.30. I think that they're kind of pricey even with the deal.
Okay. Laurie, tell us what you're thinking.
Can I get a better look at it? First of all, I just really want to appreciate all the work that you put into it.
Let's see.
It's like, you know, if my son did this, I would put it on the refrigerator, I'm sure.
Oh, hold on. I accidentally set off my clapper. Let me turn that off real quick.
Okay, so it's good size. It's pretty big. And is it on canvas?
It's on canvas. It's canvas printed. Canvas printed, so not like hand painted.
Yeah, I'm really torn because I agree that getting those made is not cheap, but then there's the Groupon factor, which is trying to seduce you into getting something that you don't need by saying it's cheaper than it would be if you were getting it some other way. So I'm going to go with $31.50.
Okay. And let's see our final answer. And I just want to shout out C Volatile in the chat said that Transformer lying down is all of us this year, and I agree. But the answer is $31.50.
All right.
$31.50 is how much I paid for it. It was actually a buy one get one free as well. So I used the second one to make a blown up image of the surprised Pikachu meme, and it was a Christmas gift to a friend. So
it's really brilliant.
Great.
I should have just made a second copy of this thing and given it to my friend. All right, let's see. Our next category is a Stephen Koo Eats.
Oh, I've been looking forward to this one.
This is a very fun category. As you know, eating is a thing that humans need to do to stay alive. Sometimes people do it for fun. I like to eat because I like to stay alive. I don't eat well because I don't like to stay alive that much. So, let's see what we've got today. We've got mac and cheese candy. Ooh. Macaroni and cheese flavored candy. It says it's cheesy, it's sweet, it's tasty, it's creamy. All the things that you associate with mac and cheese. You ever thought, hey, could you make it a hard candy that stays in my mouth way longer than I plan to chew and just let it roll around in there? And
wait, hold on. Is the question, did Steven buy it and you just showed us the container?
Yeah, but you know, if you've seen the other episodes, I own things, but sometimes they were a gift. Sometimes I found them on the street. Sometimes they were they were given to me.
Got it.
Just yes or no, not how much, right?
Yeah. Did I buy it? And Laurie, you'll be going first on this round.
Oh man, this one's hard. See, I love tin. It's a tin, right? It's a tin. I've been known to spend a lot just to get the tin No, I practically throw away the cookies.
I've never had one of these. So I'm gonna eat one of these right now as we go through this.
And that's a really cool tin. But you don't collect tins, so that doesn't tell me whether you bought it.
Oh no!
Did you buy it or did someone give it to you? The fact that you just ate one for the very first time, I'm going with you did not buy it. You did not buy it.
Okay. Erik. Oh no. Jesse, you're up next.
Can you describe the taste?
It tastes like mac and cheese.
like a good mac and cheese with like a breading on top, or like a Kraft mac and cheese.
It tastes very much like Easy Mac mixed with the Jelly Belly popcorn flavor.
Oh God, that's
which is like one of my least favorite flavors.
Yeah, that's gross. Yeah. That second element is gross as hell. I have to go with the same logic that Laurie did. That if you're just having one for the first time, I feel like you did not buy this for yourself. This seems like a stocking stuffer.
Thank you. That looked very painful. I'm glad that you've just spit that out.
Have you ever had like one bite of mac and cheese and you're like, I wish I didn't swallow this bite? That's what this is. All right, Erik, you're up next. What are you thinking here?
Well, so I have seen this come across my desk actually because we stock Archie McPhee products at the store, and this is one of those things that I would never buy for the store. So I'm gonna say that yes, you did buy it.
Okay. Well, let's see what our answer is.
Incredible.
Our answer is no. It was a birthday present, and fuck Archie McPhee. I didn't know who that was before. I can put a name to it now. Fuck that guy.
Who gave this to you?
Jacob Rubin, your
son. That's so crap. He is such a novelty food sucker. We will buy things just because they're so bizarre.
Incredible.
In Brooklyn, we went to this food festival, and he got a spaghetti donut.
Oh. Did he enjoy it?
He ate it. I don't know if he enjoyed it.
Oh, God.
You have to ask him. Maybe he put something in the chat. Yeah. He had to get it because it was so weird.
Jacob, I do see you in the chat. Oh. Yeah, everyone in the chat is judging Jacob hard now.
If you look, Jacob's only comment was, "Oh no."
Like, I don't even want to tell people I ate mac and cheese candy. I want to tell people I endured for as long as I could.
This is the candy you put out when people come over that you don't like, and then
I guess.
So I see Manfred in the comments said that Jacob is hereby banned from Italy. I once showed on the internet without comment just a photo of myself holding a plastic bag full of cooked spaghetti noodles. And my closest friend who actually grew up in Italy told me that the entire country is angry at me now.
Well, what were you doing with a bag of noodles, pal?
No comment.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I made spaghetti tonight, and the leftovers are in a bag right now in my fridge.
It's very space efficient.
What you gotta do, Ben, is you gotta take that bag of noodles, go to Italy with it in your pocket, and just pull it out and eat it with your hand. That's the move.
The problem is you're calling it noodles. I think that's what got their dander to begin with. It's not pasta.
Oh God. That mac and cheese flavor is gonna stick in my head, not like in my mouth, like in my head for some time now. No matter what I wash out.
Giving. Yeah.
Jacob, you once again made an impact in my life that cannot be taken back. Thank you so much. All right, we are moving into the finals. Laurie and Jesse, you guys are in the running for the prize today. Erik, you are 1 point behind, so you still get to play, but you unfortunately do not qualify for today's prize.
Curses.
We play the same game every time. He's 33, he lives alone, but does Steven own it? And today's item is one of those things that you might think everybody owns. You might think, Nobody owns this. Why would we need this if we were a self-respecting cook of some kind? This is, of course, a toaster. Toaster for toasty stuff. My question is, does Steven own one? And let's see. Let's go with Erik. Why don't you go first? Why don't you tell us what you're thinking here?
Nothing that I have ever seen on the show or you showing on the internet or anything like that is something that would be toasted, or at least let me amend that that you would expect to be toasted. So I'm gonna say you would like to own a toaster. You have once owned a toaster, but you do not currently own a toaster.
I love that deduction. Like that breakdown and all that. Let's see. Coming up next, Jesse, tell us what you're thinking.
I think that you strike me so much as a toaster oven type of guy. It's a little bit more functional. You might have found it on a deal. And really, in reality, it just ends up taking up a bunch of counter space and doesn't get used all that often. I feel like, no, you don't have a toaster.
I love that. I love being able to like say like that comes across as a guy who has a toaster oven. I think I'm gonna update my Tinder profile to say that.
Please do. As long as you cite me as your source, please.
Yeah, I'll do it as a quote with you.
Okay, so but what would be more desirable, a guy who comes across as a person who has a toaster or a toaster oven, do you think?
That's a very good question. It's one of those things too where it's like someone who has a toaster probably also has a toaster oven, or does someone have a toaster and not have a toaster oven? What kind of person is that? But Laurie, tell us what you're thinking.
Oh, I'm really struggling with this. I have to ask a couple of questions. What's your favorite kind of bread?
There's this Asian bakery that does Taiwanese toast bread, is what it's called. It is just really thick, sweet bread, and it's great for making like grilled cheese. It's great for like everything. Like it's honestly just the best bread in the world.
Okay, based on that, I'm going to say you do not have a toaster.
Whoa! Wait! What about that? Can you explain that to me?
Well, you answered my question. I was going to ask you, do you like grilled cheese? Because if you like grilled cheese, you make that on the stove or in a toaster oven. You don't make it in a toaster because the cheese would leak down and make a disgusting mess.
I didn't know you can make grilled cheeses in a toaster oven. I assumed you have to have a grill for grilled cheese.
Yeah, but you definitely don't do it in a toaster. So a person who says they like grilled cheese, that's my thinking.
Okay. I think before I give this away, I just want to point out that I would know a way around that because one of my friend's favorite high snacks is to put peanut butter and I believe it was peanut butter and I think Hershey's chocolate into two slices of bread and then wrap it in tin foil and then put it in the toaster. And then get
Super Trash TV does not support the putting of metal into a toaster. Please do not do that at home. Thank you very much.
I did not know that.
We would not electrocute ourselves.
But microwave's totally cool.
No.
Also, don't do that. Super Trash TV does not do that either.
All right. Well, let's see. Our answer is no. I have a toaster oven. You're absolutely right. You guys
Yes, I fucking knew it, dude.
I got that toaster oven energy. What else can I say? Yeah. The chat is getting at me about that toaster oven idea with the tinfoil. Did not know that tinfoil was a bad idea. Just learned grilled cheese in a toaster oven is a good idea. Just learned mac and cheese candy. Of course, it was a bad idea. What were you thinking? What were you thinking? I'm so mad at Archie McPhee. God damn it! All right, so let's see what today's prize is, which Laurie and Jesse will be getting in the mail. You know, it's always good to have something on hand for a special occasion. And what says special occasion? Like a greeting card. So this is a custom greeting card that says "Wishing you," and it's a pop-up. It says "Happy Steven."
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing.
Fuck yes. That's awesome.
So it's a 3D pop-up greeting card that wishes Happy Steven to whoever you want to send it to.
Hell yeah.
I'll be sending that to you in the mail. And you
Okay.
can find the right occasion. It's good for all occasions. I didn't want to restrict it to one holiday.
No, it's very useful.
All right, before we get out of here, is there anything you want to plug? Laurie.
Yes, on Mother's Day, I'm going to be doing a free Zoom class in how to bake your own amazing bagels. But if you want to, you can buy a bagel making kit from me in advance. Gives you a blob of dough, some sesame and poppy seeds, a little semolina flour, a piece of parchment, detailed instructions for how to boil, finish, and bake your own bagels. And chances are you have never had a real bagel, because a real bagel is hand shaped, and all the commercial bagels out there are shaped by machine. So it's a unique experience, something you can do on Zoom remotely with your mom if you guys can't get together yet, or by yourself.
I love that idea. You've given me a brilliant idea to make a bagel machine that's got fingerprint imprints in it.
So you people think it's hand-shaped.
Yes.
That's right. And I think is it in the chat or something? You can find me at Bake Your Own Amazing Bagels. Bake Your Own Amazing Bagels on Facebook.
All right. And let's see. Jesse, you're up next. What you want to plug?
You can see me several times a week on this very Twitch channel, Super Trash TV. I also have a podcast called Jesse and Wilder's Guide to Life, in which I assign rubrics to things that don't need them. And you can see me on the professional Yu-Gi-Oh circuit coming very soon.
Beautiful. Erik, is there anything you want to plug before we get out of here?
Of course, my store, Games of Berkeley. We're at gamesofberkeley.com. We're at 2510 Durant Avenue in Berkeley, just off of Telegraph. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, a couple other things. If you enjoyed hearing my laughter today, you can catch more of it in the 1995 comedy routine Dana Carvey Critics' Choice, where you could hear me loudly in the audience. And there was something else I was going to plug. Oh, that's right. And I will also be helping feed Jesse's Yu-Gi-Oh habit.
Yes.
So, Erik, quick question. If you ever had to move the store out of Berkeley, would you still call it Games of Berkeley?
Yes.
Beautiful. Love it. All right. That's all we've got for tonight. Special thank you to Ben behind the scenes for making this all happen. He runs an amazing D&D stream on Mondays as a DM. So if you want to see that, I highly recommend it. And that's all we've got for this week. Come back next week and come back for Price of Steven. Bye, everyone.
Okay.